Hello and welcome. Now I have swapped out the bad shredder that didn't have it's the old model, so I've just literally switched the XML files, so I've got a working model, and I've also deleted that model. Now that I know it's I do it as a backup, but then I make changes to the non-live one, and obviously that was a bad one, and I didn't realise it was. So I always want to weed out anything bad like that. Now then, we have got fields to scan because our 78 isn't actually ready yet, so we could be very clever and actually scan this. Now, I'm not rushing with the straw because there's two things. If we're doing that, because it's got a small capacity, we might actually just do the empty out onto the field, which frequently is the thing, and then offload it, which means we'd probably lease the mover if we hadn't got anything. Which means if we're going to lease the mover, we could also move the straw with that too. So I'm not going to sweat it. Yeah, I was thinking about sticking a shed up here, and I thought, to be honest, if we're having this as the farmyard, we've got that one over there now, and we've stuck our shed sort of over here too. So we've got this now that we've quite got, and we've got to also clear this as well. This bit of land, it's all ours, so that we could stick something back here too, or when we've cleared a bit of the. What I mean is, this awful. If you look at the land, we own all of that. So every bit. Obviously, that's this bit here where we actually are now. There's quite a lot of space actually there for sheds. I am still deliberating on this one because it is it's just that old traditional design where you've got where it's got a very long thing, which means if you were to put little items in here, you've got to pack it so that they're packed in, which means you've got to pull 4 items out to get to the one at the back. It is a flawed design. It is, and it's just because you put the divider in. Although you do gain extra thing, the only way you can ever do it properly is if you'd left the outside wall on, and you've then got access to it, and you left an overhanging top. And that's in real life too. It's just a poor design in a way. Although it is completely enclosed, this kind of design where you've not got enough room to pass, it means, the only time it gets is when it gets to this big, because you can do angled. It's still a bit wasteful, but it's not like this. Whereas it's a beautiful shed, the building, what has been done with it. But again, these bays are also really, really bad. This is a good design for the fact you've got access, but obviously it also means it's slightly open to the elements if it was driving rains. Rain. Yeah, driving rain. It's true. So I'm still deliberating whether or not this one goes. No, I think I've made my mind up onto it. It's not, and it isn't because I don't like what has been done. The map makers made beautiful, traditional English maps, English things, but I just, yeah. Now then, this is a point. We're gonna just do a massive continuation, or are we gonna do another one of those? I was thinking a smaller one there. We've also, we could stick, yeah, now that is a point. Have we stuck the sign down? Didn't we stick it across the road, or was that, yeah, I've got conflicting things, because obviously I did this twice. Now, the first time I stuck the farm sign over there, because this really is the main in and out. So really, I mean, we are going to come in and out here, but it is true, you could probably stick that like that, and it isn't really going to affect things. Yeah, so it sort of shows you where, because this is sort of got a very, yeah, oh, that's not too terrible actually. The paint's in now, and the leveling. I did have a tweak of it not long back, but yeah, so that's going there. So although obviously this farmyard's sprawling, in so much as we've got it here, and some of these obviously farm cottages, not none of them are, although they are on our land, so there would be rented cottages or tithed cottages, whatever you would like in real life. Let's have a look. Yeah, I don't think the pictures are coming through on the. No, they're not. Missing store item. Right, I'll have to remember that. Yeah, so this one would also go here. Again, I've deliberately made this so you can. It's a very small skirt, so that you can sort of put it anywhere. So I think we'll stick that there. Yeah, I think I've gone a bit high with them. I don't know what I've done with the why they're so high and built up. It's yeah, really I've done something a little bit. Yeah, they're not. It's definitely not really right. Yeah, I think I need to. I don't get it. Well, yeah, I'm not putting them in the mod hub yet. That's deliberately why I do this type of thing, is that for this, so you can test on a Let's Play to see, well, is it, you know, because in the i3D everything looks fine. It looks like, you know, you would imagine it should be, but we can see it really isn't, not at all. Yeah, there's like definitely, why is it like doing this raised? So I've obviously got it raised in the i3D, and it doesn't look like it is to me in the i3D, but it really is. We're like on a mound of stuff. I mean, admittedly, it is very uneven ground, but it's still, now I'm to blend it in. It's not ideal. So I've got a small one. You will notice the stones are different. Yeah, they're not the same actually. I've got another model with mossy stones, or is this the mossy stones one? Yeah, still not sure about the normal, the thing that gives it a depth. It might be not quite right. So we've got that one down to a littler one, and I think, yeah, I'd like to have a bit of character to this, you know, like a few little items and stuff like that. Now, you've got to be careful. I want this to be realistic too, so I think I'd like to stick a fuel point down, I think, for a change. I think we'll buy some, or do we make some? So it is, I would like to put some of these pallet storage jobbies, but I'm not sure what I'm going to go with. I'm going to start to incorporate these. I have at different times done that before, and then like changed my mind, like, and thought, no, I'm not really sure. That's just not silos, is it? It's containers. It would make sense that it is. Now then, let's just see. Yeah, I'll give this, the Hankija, another shot. I think very reasonable. Now I prefer the FS22 version of these old battered ones. I'm not sure it was the same thing by the same modder, but we're going to go for... It really is battered, isn't it? Have we got anything slightly dearer that... You see, now that's... Oh, that's methane biopoint. Okay, that's not quite what was... What are these? Water tank, well... I know I can have mine, but I was just going to want... Yeah. Oh, it's getting, it could get costly sort of quickly. That's why I sort of put these ones in. So I don't care if they're battered. It does what function we've got. I think that's why I left this one in. So if we stick this, no, that's it. Want it like that way. It should. Yeah, like raise it slightly like that. Brilliant. That works exactly as I hoped it would. Let's just skirt a little tiny bit just to... So I don't to like ruin it, but yeah, that shouldn't be too terrible. Right. So let's stick some fuel in that as well. So that was at the back. I know it's expensive, but 3,000. Go on then. Let's just not worry about the cash for a change. Right, so that we've got a fuel point. And we will put a few accoutrements down, but we have at some point got to dig out the sheep if we're going to go into sheep, which I think, well, why not? We've got the, you know, we stumbled across that one. It was very well hidden until you bought the land. It didn't appear, and I like that. It didn't even look like it was going to be anything like that. So we've got a fuel point. We've got the main farmyard across the road. Well, yeah, I mean, it's the farmyard. It's like a lot of farms. It doesn't just end at one place. And I am going to do what I said. We are going to be going through, which will be sort of like somewhere here, to save them to go all the way around there. But also I will go this way sometimes because you've got this field too. I don't know. I think I'll just go across like the edge there. We'll make a secondary road because it's going to be an awful lot quicker. Especially if we're like coming down here too. Again, I might actually, not sure whether we're going to, yeah, well, it's true, I suppose. But we've got to be careful because you're then ruining this sort of field. We've got these two grass fields, which we are going to cut, but I'm not going to worry now because it's got this to do. So we've got a lot of work to do. So let's get some work done. I could have actually done this. And we do want to scan the fields too. So I'm going to use this and the front box. We do want somebody with narrows, so that means we're going to need a repair point too. This can actually have, well, the Deutzes usually can. of narrows. Is there more? There, they're all big tractors now, aren't we? Haven't got any littles. We sold. Oh yeah, the Massey was little, but that wasn't little. Not at all. So, with that in mind, yeah, we do actually want that about 5.4. So I think the thing that's going to hit it the most is fertilizer. Ooh. Yes, I think fertilizer is going to have the most impact. Yeah, what I mean is there's a huge loss for not fertilising a field. Are we going to treat ourselves for once just to get the let's... it still needs adjusting. Yeah, to get the let's play going, are we going to allow ourselves the buying of the data? It's expensive, though. It really is. Yeah, it is. Oh, go on, let's do it. Yeah. 7, we will scan that. I'm only doing that because we're going to be doing that this time. And if we're going to, like, you know, literally fertilise it right now. Yeah, the other thing is, I'm intrigued to see... Yeah, the one thing I'd never really cottoned on to was... can scoot down there, really. We're going to do it a different way eventually. We're going to properly cut this, but I think we could probably still find a bit of a... Yeah, it's not been... Ooh, got a floaty tree. Yeah, it's... oh, well, these things happen. Almost all map makers have floaty trees. It's... oh, we were going to, like, do the tyres, weren't we? Yeah, but I don't want to rush the putting of a point down for... Yeah, I don't want to just stick one in a field. Ooh, okay, it's a little bit of a brook. Right, so then, where are we going to stick this? Yeah, the only thing that's a little bit odd is the road going through the farmyard. You know, like, where your brain immediately starts to think that would never happen in real life. It's those kind of things where you, like, your brain takes over and says, nah, it's not going to happen at all, ever. So then, do we stick... This is probably the focal point of the Let's Play. Now, yeah, I think this side on those bales, unfortunately, the buried bale, which I think we'll probably further bury, so that it, you know, it's out of sight, out of mind. And then what we'll do is we shall stick the repair point down, and we want the arrow going the right way. Yeah, we know we've got to put it in B mode. We do know this. And we also want... Oh, I didn't like that. I did not like that at all. Yeah, it moved a little. Right, so then let's just put arrows on this. Now I can't remember if one of our tractors had the built-in scanner type thing. Now we want to get the right one, so we want to pair and customize. And we want to go... Oh, okay. I'm sure one of these has got a narrow option for this model. I'm sure it has. It's usually the Trelleborg. Oh, they're nice ones as well, actually. I had these narrows on this model in all the way through Greasy Forest. Fantastic. Ooh. Oh, no, it's just been reversing, like it's reflecting. Right, so then we've got narrows. We've had the field scanned. Now let's fertilise it. I do like this, because I often sort of think about the realism. I thought, yeah, could you do that? And I thought, well, yeah, you've got to remember that really you could call a company in. You've got an entire month that is flowing by that is one time frame as it is as you sort of do the game, but it's not really one time frame, is it? Really, it's just that it looks like it is. Right, so 78. We need to create a new... Yeah, I did. This is from the first Let's Play. I am actually going to air the first Let's Play because we did get quite a long way. We were doing well. In the end, I didn't feel it. I was sort of floundering. And I was thinking, I like it, but I just don't think it's right. So yeah. Also, there were broken fields on that side. I'm hoping we don't get any over this side, but if we do, then we shall have to change. I think 78. And we want to, I think one. Yeah, one will do. And generate. Oh my god, I thought I had no headlands. Ah, my bad. No, that. Generate. I think we could get away with two, actually. It's quite a large field. Yeah, easy. Right, so 27 meters. Are we going to do this, or are we going to set a worker? I think, well, there's things we could do on the farmyard. That's what I was thinking, so... Yeah, first, we don't see anything. But it is true, I'm not rushing with the grabbing of the straw, because we could get a baler, like pop, or all those type of things. Yeah, Kevin left a comment. Ooh... See that? Yeah, about you were lucky on you. I said no. It's like that on all maps now. This is literally. I love this as well. It's got a proper reverse hitch. So yeah, engine setup. Yeah, I wish you wouldn't say cheaty. It's not. It's just had a bigger engine put in. Yeah, let's have the meteor ones. Bumper. Oh, it's at the front. I like the black. It's quite nice, actually. Yeah, 33,563. Why would you not? Oh, have we? No, we did leave it up at the shop. Yeah, so we're looking for a baler, but not that baler. Yeah, I have had it once, but it's a tiny little bales, and if we've got to like manually, at the minute we've only got manual bale handling, I don't want to be like manually bale handling like tiny little bales. So we may get a BTB mods or a G866 mods appear in the sales, and if even a standard giants like the normal bigger bales, even they would do, but I'd prefer slightly bigger. So yeah, we'll hold out for because you do tend to get a lot of things, but yeah, like that where you're getting like things drop already. It really is nice, but I'm still deliberate. There's going to be certain let's plays I think where I'm very stringent on allowing the sales, and then there's other let's plays I'm going to allow myself it. I think I was trying to think on how do I do this. I thought what you could do is only allow the buying of items if you've got the money to afford it, rather than a loan. That way you limit. But I did think also that can be a bit too stringent, and I thought what I could do is on let's plays where you're going to miss out as a farm on something if you don't. I thought, well, that's only in fact there's a point actually. Let's get chopping some of this lot out of the way. Have we got? Yeah, I thought we'd already bought one. So we want to like. There's not that much either. I would actually, like say, oh, I'll wait. As in I'll do a time lapse, but there's not that much really. Let's just. The other side, I think. Yeah. Do like the way this has been done. It's yeah, clever plot. That a very good use of trees by a map maker. They are very good at that type of thing. This has been very artfully done, so you can't actually see it until you're actually, like you sort of already bought it like we did. We stumble across it. It's amazing. So yeah, another one just here. Again, we won't just destroy the wood chips. We will wait, and we will again grab the mover with it. So another one here. I think this is it. I think the other one I'd like to leave if it's not in the way. It's just. Oh no, this one is as well. Yeah, it's blocking the path. So very cleverly done that. I'm really quite impressed with the way the map. Oh, I did know the map maker's name because I played on it in FS25, but I've totally forgotten. Yeah, so they're all right there. It's just that we have now unblocked the way to the. We're leaving these out because there's nothing wrong with these actually. Yeah, quite all right, and so's that one. Right, fantastic. So that's that. Just a bit of tweaking, I think. Anything more we need? So we've got two for the equipment over this side. And then obviously we've got going to have sheds over this side too. I'm not sure whether to go with all my sheds. I like to do them on bits like this where that really opened that up, and it's still not lost any sort of shed room really. So yeah, again, we could put one over there, but also that's more for this. So it would be really for the grass equipment, or we'd have like a shed here for the grass equipment. I do like the idea of having these, but this is very close to the grass field. So I'm just thinking, really, that's not too bad a thing. Now, where is the field entrance though to? I think it's just to the left a bit, isn't it? Yeah, I think we sort of looked and it was down here somewhat. And it's not very nice, but it's double gate, so it's not too terrible. So it might sort of suit it. It should be an inward opening, I'd have thought. And it's usually the handle on these, I think, on this one. If I remember right, you really do have to go and touch the handle. Yeah, so obviously we've got the mower, yeah, and the windrower. So we have, it's just short of a baler. So at the minute, we've not got a complete set, and I'm not rushing it. It's, yeah, we're not in need of grass per se at the minute. We're buying TMR in, so it will become, and also I'm not sure whether we like ripping the field up and not having grass. We shall see. And this, obviously, this bit of grass field that we're on now, this is grass and could remain grass, really. And obviously, then we could maybe perhaps go into TMR or something like that. Do we open these? I think we will. I think this is. Again, we want to have access to certain things, so it's probably this section where we're just going to fine-tune things, so that we can do these type of things that we wish to do. And we also will have some wood chips. I'm not doing it for that, but I'm just saying we're not going to waste the wood chips. Yeah, so now we've opened this up here. We can't get from that area though. So, yeah, also I'm trying to look at field 77 that we're heading towards, but we would need to move this one. I'm only going to move fields, only going to move trees that I need to make us have a path through. I don't want to like go mad or anything like that. So, yeah, this is a little thicker, I think. I think we can almost do this if we shift a couple. Just want to open the thoroughfare up so that there is a path, a proper path through. But I don't want to like chop every tree down on the way, if you know what I mean. It's just... yeah, but there has got to be a proper way for us to join the two sort of ways. And I might, or proper like run, but not while there's wood chips on the floor, obviously. Yeah, but put a proper path through. Now that's not, get almost there. Oh yeah, I think we definitely need to. Now this, if I remember rightly, doesn't let you grab things like that. Oh, okay, it does. That's the superability of this. Amazing. Oh wow. Yeah, you never used to be able to do that. It had to be fixed to the ground. I think this one's a little bit in the way, so you've got to be wide enough for a tractor and a proper path. So yeah, I think that's not too terrible. Can we get? Yeah, we need to. Yeah, we do. We need to make a bit of a path. Otherwise, it makes no sense because you can't get to the to add this sort of farmyard bit. I think just a couple more, and I think we're actually there. Yeah, I think that is. Let's have a look. Let's just imagine we are a tractor. Yeah, I don't want to be going too close to that end, so we can drive right up here. So we're skirting the edge of 77. There is quite a bit of room, but I think we'd need to take off the outer edge bit so that you could go around the field, whereas you're not too close to the field. That makes sense. Is that too close? There's a bit. It's making things a bit tight. But we probably will replace some of these trees, reinvest in buying some trees, or we could do plants. Have we got the hand plant saplings in the game yet? I can't remember if it's dropped. Yeah, this one's definitely got to go because it's very close to the edge of the field, and it makes you won't be able to get past at all with this one being here. But it's true, I would like to put some back so that, although it is also nice to see the, yeah, so that one's got to go too. It's nice to see the water. It adds something to the Let's Plays when you're sort of passing by bodies of water like this. So yeah, we would have to... I think we're going to have to... Imagine I'm going to put a concrete tubing, because it's the way in Britain we tend to do things if you're going to do something like this. So we may have to lose a pile of wood chips to make this happen. Oh, I don't know, I think we're alright. I reckon we can... so if we... Yeah, we've got to try and join it. So let's grab... Level with about there. Maybe raise then. Then a bit level it. Let's try that now from the high point. Then need to level across a bit. Sort of like careful with all the chips. Should sort of join back because it's not. Now we'll just do a bit of softening, I think, just to bleed it in nicely. Yeah, it's not too terrible. So let's stick now. Yeah, Farmer Bob's Road. Have I got that in yet? And what's it under? Yeah, not what it's under. It might be under. Could be under trees, or it could be under decoration. What would it be under? Lights, others perhaps. I think I put it in. If not, then I will do, because it is a really cracking idea. Yeah, I'm a massive fan of Farmer Bob's work. Actually, he's really helped me out an awful lot. With things that he did, not just for myself, obviously, but it really did impact me. Some of the things he sort of taught way back. Have I not put it in yet? Maybe not. Yeah, maybe one of those things that... No, I haven't, have I? No, it's not 189,000. Decoration could be under... I have. I thought I had. Oh, that's the only trouble with this type of thing. With all of these kind of decoration bits, it's got to be sort of your land. Now, it is sort of, but there's bits, obviously, that really are not supposed to be. Now, this is where those mods assist, where to allow you to do things like this, which is a little bit naughty. Yeah, which I didn't realise. You get used to the mods being on, so let's do... I like that. Let's just... Let's do a little tiny bit of grass. Trying to do this properly straight away, so we're not... Yeah, we've got to, like, disguise it as well. So there is a concrete bit in the middle, honest. No, I mean, there would be, but obviously you... Yeah, actually, I did start to make one, so that, you know, I could simulate it properly, but it really was. So, yeah, that's got a concrete thing underneath, and that is the proper way through. And just in the nick of time... Our worker is finished. How about that? So let's have a look at this now. Oh, in that nice field. We knew it was, but I mean, that's quite amazing. The pH is fairly awful, but it would take a long time. Nitrogen is now as it should be. Why is the environmental score gone from 50 to 46 when it needed fertilizing? Precision farming? Is it still right? Not really. I mean, shouldn't it have, like, remained the same? Why is it all of a sudden, like, lost points when you've done what you're supposed to do and you've fertilized the field? I mean, because this one's also been harvested, so really, what we didn't do on that field shouldn't have affected, because we came onto this where it was... Wow. Yeah, so really, it's precision farming's a little bit nasty at times. If we were to sell anything now, yeah, that's not too terrible. No, I'm quite liking that. Let's have a look. We have now got a tractor. Let's do what we've got to do, and obviously these will go at some point. Maybe that's not quite right yet. Yeah, there's no way. I think it's further in. I don't think that it's. Yeah, it maybe not quite wide enough. Ooh. Yeah, I think Yeah, you need to move another one, I think, at least another one. We still, did I take the... If I took the... Yeah, I did. I'm getting quite good at that now, actually, taking the super strength off. Or maybe I didn't, actually, and I was actually alright, and yeah, I was actually, yeah, I did have it on, so I've switched it on and off again. I think one more, I do, I think we've got to be, that's the trouble, you try to, like, underdo it, so as you're not making a right mess of all the trees. But you've got to do it well enough that it actually matches the true path. Yeah, now that does actually hook round this way now, so I think that's not too, it's also like changed that. So we've not got the hand. At least it's not like in FS25 where you drag things around just by hovering over them with your super strength. Right, so then that's not a bad sort of way to get out of here. Right, smashing. So we will put a... I think I might go for that one that I was trying to fit before, which is the 10-gram one, and I might put it down there. But I've got to be careful of, like, yeah, because it wrecks this road. It really does. It's very... yeah, it's... I think there are little bits underneath that even right now, if you look very close, if it weren't for the grass, yeah, there's a bit there. It's a bit hovery. You know, so you here as well. It's sort of disguised by the grass, but if we removed all the grass, I think you'd be able to see underneath this. You should probably, yeah, again, the grass is disguising it. It is. I do say that often, that you can disguise a lot of things with grass. So it is slightly not quite right, but looks okay because it's disguised by the grass. If we start to put something down with, I think we'd have to do B mode and then adjust, because otherwise we might rip this if you do a proper thing too close to the wall. I think it's going to do some damage. Right, so it is August. We've done our fertilising. Let's go through till the morning. Oh, we have fed everything. Yeah, we have. Maybe the chickens are totally full. Yeah. It's strange. I didn't design it for this, I don't think, but the obviously my trailer exactly fills this up with a one full load, which I may have at some point thought about that. Yeah, so that's good too. We did put straw down. We also put that down, and their health is on the way up, just beginning to go up. So let's go through till tomorrow morning, September, and I would imagine our vegetables will be ready to rock and roll. We'll just start with the sales and get that nice bits of things out of the way, because obviously we know whether we're going to gain anything or, you know, and then we'll probably set the harvest. No, I think we'll do that on its own session next time. I think, yeah. Oh, what have I leased? What did I? Oh, it'll be header, won't it? Yeah, it will be the Massey Ferguson power flow. Return yes. Yeah, I might actually do a header. I was thinking about this. I was thinking you ought to do... I mean, I've got a header with my Massey Ferguson that I think I've done at the standard price. I don't think I changed it at all. So, yeah, I think that is as is. Right, let's go down the store itself, I think. And we will go and do a bit of buying and selling. We are a long way away from the store. We really are. So then, oh, yeah, we ought to like bring that down a little bit. It's a bit tall. Fantastic. Right, let's see what is available in the sale. So we bought the lorry yesterday, which was I love that lorry. It's amazing. And what have we got? Oh, we've got another one by Axery. I think one is more than enough. Now that is always useful, because we could have that for liming. Is that salt? Is it special then, just for salt? Oh, it is as well. Can't make it like that it's... So it looks like it is just for salt, which, do we want that? Not particularly. It does say salt as well. It really, yeah, only shows salt. So, do you know, it's a shame, but yeah, we won't buy the tractor. It's a decent, yeah, it is actually. It's the Axion rather than my Orion. So I think we'll probably, we could actually buy and sell that. We will indeed buy as is. I've also got to make sure we get the right one. Oh, now that is a point. Which is the right one? Being as they're both identical models. Let's have a look then in and see which one is which. That's also... Do we need a windrow? Oh, it wouldn't be a bad thing to actually... Swath curtain. No. Multitask. I don't know what that means. I really don't. I've got to be honest. My ignorance. Going to treat ourselves to a big windrower. Go on then. I think we do, but let's sell. We won't faff around. I do realise. So we want to sell our original Samaz. Yeah, and yeah, I know we're losing a bit of cash, but I don't want to faff around or reset or anything like that. So we've offset a little bit of that sort of thing. So that's for ourselves, and we want to buy and sell that, do we? No, I think we'll buy. Yes, it's mainly for ourselves, this one. So yeah, this is probably... I don't think we need any more tractors than this, if I'm honest. But that, let's be honest, that is a real coup. So it's actually the same as the Orion. So we can upgrade it in time. Yeah, we'll go EU. It makes sense, doesn't it, really? Fender EU, sorry, Pro Compact. Have you got one or not? You haven't. Right, so we'll leave that as is. 85,000, yes. Fantastic, so that is for us. So it's a shame I would have bought that if it was like a standard one. So, right, we want to sell one of the... Yeah, we were looking, weren't we, to see which one of the... is the right one. I suppose... No, I'm being silly. If we're lucky, we could see both of them. Oh, we can't actually. Okay, let's reverse both of them pretty much onto that so we can see... like, which one is the, you know, like, worth the most... and which one isn't. That's what I think we'll do. And we shall sell one of them and keep one of them. Oh, well, the cheaty one. Ah, so this is the one, because it's the one that doesn't say cheat. You know, we paid a little bit more for the engine. Well, actually, we didn't, but... yeah. Fantastic. So that should be gone, and the one that we want is here. So let's repair that, I think. So let's grab, in fact, let's grab everything. And we'll see also, I can't remember if the AI is good on this one. I can't. So we've got a wide range of manufacturers, which I quite like, because I'm not, although I always say the Fendt's my favourite manufacturer, I am very partial to quite a few different manufacturers. Class also, yeah, some of my favourite bigger tractors are classes, so I'm not just... you know, like in the Fendt only club. So I want to repair, yes. Repair, yes. And repair, yes. Fantastic. Let's just see. Yeah, let's just... yeah, as I say, if we're getting things ready for this, like, this time, then let's just... yeah, if we're going to do the harvest next time, let's just, like, take everything over to the farm at least. Yeah, the next session I think we'll get ready. I would imagine that field is ready to harvest. I would imagine. Some really big fields on this. So let's have a look. Not precision farming. I know it's costing us. Yeah, it is. I thought so. Right, so yes, let's get this lot over. Not that we need a windrow, but I thought, well, we may as well take it. So, yeah, well, if we need to come back to the shop and get some, I say it's a bit of a trek, I realise, but yeah, this is not my normal, but I've got to be honest, it was well worth, like, seeing that end of the map, and sometimes sort of teaches me as a player that, well, although sometimes you choose deliberately to go near the shop, you can miss out sometimes on, oh, okay, I think we've lost the worker. They're stuck on that corner, I think, where... yeah, I thought so. Yeah, that was my fault, though, because I did go tight. I mean, not that I bashed into the sign, but I was a bit tight. Fantastic. Right, now then. Yeah, these obviously vehicles over there and stuff like that in Povey Farm. There's no Hazelhurst in it, this one. I'm sure it is. Yeah, that's the one. Povey's the one we're going to go through in a minute, where the road goes through the actual farmyard, which is very strange. Yeah, the only thing that I really think the map makers totally lost the plot on is because it's a fantastic map. I love that, but it's just so seriously. Oh, if a road was to go through a farmyard, you'd have to go on both sides. You couldn't do this. No way would you do this where you went like right this kind of narrowness. Whether this was the map maker's attempt to keep equipment like small, maybe, but then I mean this is a fairly hefty beast. Yeah, we definitely destroyed our 6.4 meter harvester. There's no way that would have got down here. That had to be airlifted. Oh, please tell me you're not. No, we are. Yeah, so you can see it is a real Pharaoh trek. We may have to, in mid-session, sort of like use the store deliveries rather a lot. Yeah, because I don't mind doing it at the beginning or starting up at the shop at the beginning of a session or at the end of a session, or no, really at the beginning, because you know you can get away with the fact you've reset to get up there and it doesn't look terrible. You could imagine that I did drive up, even though you know I didn't. But what I mean is it's not beyond the realms of possibility. Whereas mid-session or end of session, I've either got to drive up there, which is going to take 10 minutes, or it is a beautiful path though. Very, very nice. Got a lot of character. That's what I thought when I saw this and the beautiful pond here. I thought it really is beautiful. You know, you don't see any of this if you stay up by the farms at the top. You miss all of this beauty that the map makers really worked very long and hard on. So yeah, I know we don't need this, but obviously we've made that way in as well. So really, this is the new way. And we get to see that every single time we actually pass over. And look, oh, okay, so it was probably not like in the... Oh, okay. Why seriously? It was a bit of a tight turn. Yeah, we'll let you up. We won't like... Yeah, we're not going to like have a go or anything like that. You can get that way, but I thought you'd have to wreck the... Apologies for going through the hedge. Yeah, we might do a proper path, but as I said, I've just got to wait until we obviously have lifted all of the wood chips, because there's quite some bit of assets there, enough to definitely lease the mover. Right, smashing. So then we do need... Well, yeah, I think we're just going to have this as a short adjoining session, but we are going to feed the animals, though. So let's grab the telehandler that has already got it, and we will just make sure we top up. Yeah, I can't quite get this right, and I thought I should have really leveled it to sort of this point here, but I thought, yeah, but that's a lot of leveling. In real life, you'd have to do what we've done, which is to basically, you know, like, stick it at different levels. I've just got to try and keep on doing this until I get good at this kind of thing. I mean, we must have at least 7 or 8 times done leveling, softening, and it's still a bit of a mess. Ooh, I keep doing that as well. We need at least 2 or 3 of those. So they should now be happy. The cows, they are indeed. Yeah, plenty of straw as well. Probably get away with 1 more of the straws as well. I would imagine the chickens are very happy, and we don't need to do anything with those at all. Yeah, no, we've hardly eaten anything, because obviously, yeah. Let's give it a bit more. Yeah, 350. Yeah, I think that'll do nicely, and then we'll do one straw. We've got a manure point built into this. Yeah, straw. Yeah, I got sick to death of like the in-game things not working, so I put one in properly. So we've got 23,100, which comes out of the. It's got hidden tanks that you can grab out from this, along with the. Yeah, Food Farmer did it once, and then I think he switched it off and like stopped, because I'm sure I remember like. Which one was it? Which map? It was an American map, and it was. I said, "Ooh, that's a different thing. I could actually grab the manure from the pipe." I mean, I have made the pipe a lot bigger. The diameter of that pipe is like really, and obviously we put better pumps in and all that type of thing. So it really isn't the standard pipe that you get. It really is a lot bigger in diameter, and the pumps, as I say, improve too. So yeah, so fantastic. So some of them are wandering out. It's not too bad now. I think it needs to be bigger. I was looking at the size of the chicken next to the box. I was thinking your box is a bit small, but that supposedly be an entrance for them. So yeah. Right. So then I think we'll leave it at that. And are we just gonna? Let's just try. I would like to sort of have a go at this. So actually, this does make the perfect candidate for the job, because he's got narrows on. It doesn't really matter, does it? But it's still a 287 horsepower beast, so more than capable. Now, did we repair this? I'm not sure we did. This was. We may have thought about it. We shall have a look. We did. We did think about it. Yeah, so I'm thinking we'll probably go for the option of like unloading, force unloading, but I'm not sure if you can do it. So let me just have a bit of a go, just to make sure that this is going to work. And we want to be going the wrong way around the field, so we want to be going someone's left an axion in the way. Yeah, so I think what we're going to do is just like harvest, but it might have to be me, so that we can like tip it all the time and do what I used to do of gather it off the fields. So again, we'd need the mover to begin with to grab everything off the fields. I don't mind doing that. I did it quite a bit with AAA Modding's sugar beet harvester. Have I got that? No, it is a heavy beast. It's not for the faint of heart. Can't remember what so we would need to be going. No, actually we would need to be going the right way. Yeah, we would need to go with it. No, yeah, let's put that down immediately though. Otherwise we'll probably bash into the thing. So we will need to go this way around, which is the right way, I believe. So let's change the course, because it's not right at the minute. So field 88, 78, and we want to, yeah, we want more. I should say that 7 is, yeah, can go a long way into the field with that. It's still a lot of field left even after that. So is save course 6.4 meters. Let's just have a bit of a go. Yeah, will it work if we like do that? We want to force tip straight away. Yeah, so we need to unload here, so it's automatically unload. Now, can the worker actually do that as well? Just if you leave that on, does it carry on or does it stop? I think it stops it. Yeah, I think you'll then say, "Oh, I'm full." Not like that, of course, but yeah. I have got my own names on. Yeah, we have got. It's not showing it. It would if you went on the map. It does actually show them. I've changed it to like Star Wars and my family. Yeah, so that's Jyn Erso, obviously Star Wars. Yeah, then what she can do when she's full. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still not terrible. There's the DeWolf is like the one by is like about 18 tons, so it's no smaller than that, and it is a fairly hefty. I mean, I've probably been a bit. I haven't with the big one. The big one that I have got on, that takes up the entire front end, but doesn't lean over. Yeah, I realised. I thought, yeah, I can't have it like being bigger. It's big enough already without you adding a. Although it is quite high, so it does go over some things. But right, okay, you would sort of do that. So let us just. Will it automatically load here? No, it will now though. Yeah, so I think I'll do this. Otherwise, it's just not going to work. In a way, this first bit's going to be bad because we're going to have to like... Ooh, okay, that's a bit... Wow, are we up against the map or something? The edge of the map is possible. This is a heavy beast. Yeah, the only bad thing is obviously we're going to be fighting on top of the bits where we're going to go, which is why I think that was why. Yeah, you've sort of got to do this a little bit, otherwise you've not got any room to actually drop it. So we could sort of like, yeah, it won't force it, will it, until it gets to the end? But no, it will. We must have switched unload here off. Okay. So it's got the no, this hasn't got my graphics on. So yeah, the home top, it does look actually fairly like it's got a home topper anyway, but it really, yeah, it hasn't really. You're supposed to use the defoliator, but I have got some proper rollers that will come on this that I haven't just not got around to doing yet. So it will at that point look like it is proper, got a built-in home topper. If we do this outer edge, and then I think, yeah, we'll just like grab everything off the field. And really, as is proper in real life, you don't necessarily have to do it straight away. You can leave the beats on the field a little. So, I'm not that I'm going to, but yeah, I'm just saying you could. It's not like the beyond the realms of possibility. Now, do we own the headlet? Can we, like, say, we'll sit here? Will it let us do that? Oh, okay. No, we don't have access to the land. Wow, it's a bit... Oh, no, you can sort of there. So sort of on the edge. Oh, not really. It really is on the field alone. Yeah, and the trouble is you can't then... Yeah, we're going to have to do what I've done before. But it's not like we're not leasing this or anything, so... Yeah, so we can sort of... Yeah, we're going to have to like come back because I know it won't go over it. I've done it on Frankenmuth where you do this, you have to skirt it, like literally go around it. But you would have to, let's be honest, it's a bit of a lump. Yeah, so we'll just do the outer edge and then we're going to down tools until next session where we will crack on. So we'll do a few bumps. So that's a bit... I mean, not even the edge of the field. For a field of this size, that's a little bit... Yeah, is there a way to grab the... I mean, yeah, I mean, that is like it's almost unbelievable. And yet it's good there, which is the edge of the map, I think. I probably was bashing into the edge of the map. Oh, let's carry on rolling. Mind you, I don't suppose the map maker was thinking that we're going to hit that. Yeah, I knew we were going to... Yeah, we can't have that, even if we're going to just chop a tree limb off. I don't think you can, but we'll try it. No, we're going to need to... Yeah. Why don't you do it? Not what you're trying to do. Switched. Super strength is... no, it's not. I think it would have been easy to just chop this one tree down. I hate this. Say sometimes you just got to go for it because it's just too silly. Still not actually done that, is it? Oh, that did actually get the limb. I think we're alright, yeah. If we can just chop that one... Well, yeah, that's invisible, yeah. You've sometimes got to do... I know you don't want to. In real life, I just trim the limbs, but it won't let you do it, so... Switch that off. Fantastic, and it's just... Yeah, I don't want any overhanging branches. It's just one of those things. Yeah. So we're sort of going to have to... Wow, what a clever person may think, well, why don't I just turn around and drop the things like where I've just been? Wow. That's not a terribly bad idea. Oh, it's quite a pile, really. Yeah, so I will put the rollers on this as well. This was the original one where I had the idea. I worked quite hard on this because it was difficult to remove the black metal that would normally be in the way of where obviously I had to adjust the fill plane so that it fills outside of the original model. So that's obviously where the hopper is. And then I had to sort of find a way to dismantle the graphics for the black thing and the red thing that was over the edge of that. No, it was black. It was that's there's a lot of little files, and finding the right one took quite a while, but I was really pleased because it does look realistic, sort of. Yeah, you can't remove the reds, but it really would in real life fill that area, so I was quite happy. I thought, well, it's realistic, it would actually fill the hopper. And then I thought, yeah, but you could actually make a much bigger hopper. So of course the next step after doing this was to make a much bigger header, much bigger hopper, which I have done, which is the 47.777 tons of the normal one. So we should actually get right to this point here. And then I don't think that's too terrible a thing. Right, so we want to force tip this over here. Now, hopefully we own a bit of this. Well, we shall see. No, we don't. Do we own? Yeah, just on the very edge of the field. Brilliant. So that is a wrap. Yeah, so next session we will now I think we want to go the wrong way, because once you've cleared the headland you can actually then tip it on top of itself, which is, if you're going to do it this method, which I am, then that is a sensible thing to do. Yeah, because otherwise the work is going to be forever. So we need to destroy that course. Not really destroy, no we do really. Yeah, we do actually. So change mode, delete entry, yes. Now we need to go into the... do we? If I'm going to do it, do we need to do a course? Because we don't know necessarily that we're actually doing this next time. I think it's useful for if the worker has to take over even for just a few minutes while you're... Yeah, it is actually. I do know I am actually for once speaking a bit of sense. Right, so we want to go... Fieldwork settings, I think it's... Have we got... But I think with basic settings, yeah, we need to first of all change to advanced. Which is... User settings, expert mode is activated, so... Okay, so why is it not showing me... I'm sure you can. You can just go the other way around. Here we go, counterclockwise. I think that's disappears if you do it like... Yeah, so we're now going that way round, which is exactly what we want. So save course 6.4 meters. Fantastic. So that is now set for next session. We want our nearest, that is right So that's where I'm going to leave this session. We have a big session ahead of us. I'm wondering what to go into. I've got on one of my other Let's Plays on Callie's map which one was it called? It's the sweet one, the desserts, luxury desserts. So I'm not going to do that on this one. I think we're going to go to the cannery, but we will do more vegetables. It makes sense, but I think, yeah, we'll go for the cannery, I think, on this one, which is one of my... I love this. It was the mod that started my path off on... It really made me dig deep and have to find out lots of things about modding to actually bring in the suit factory on top of it as well, all that type of stuff. Oh, wow, so I did tip a little bit. Yeah, it made me dig deep, and it taught me an awful lot. And then obviously from that I went and did lots of other things, and then I watched Biggins, looked at Biggins, watched him, what he did with his bakery mod and how to make advanced fill types yourself. Yeah, and then I didn't copy, because I can't do the I10 that Biggins can do. I don't understand it. I did my own sort of thing that I'd figured out a long time ago that Giants won't ever... Yeah, I need to learn the I10 method, or Giants are likely to spit out my... which is obviously gobbledygook to those listening, because you'll be like, what is he on about, I10? Yeah, there's a special way of doing it that Giants insist upon, so yeah, I might need to relearn some labelling is all it is. So yeah, there we go. Beautiful vista that we have before us at this lovely end of the far end of the map. Yeah, it is quite amazing. We are right the way down here. So this is really against the grain of what I would normally do. We're at the far end of the map, as close to the right-hand bottom as we can possibly get. It's... yeah, it is. It's a Pharaoh trek. There is another loop here as well, of course. Yeah, there's another big set of fields. So I think that might be a farm there, I think. No, 43. Well, maybe it's not. Oh, yeah, it can't, because there's be a number. So maybe it was maybe it's a multiplayer one. Maybe it comes to life in multiplayer, perhaps. So yeah, but this is a farm though. Yeah, so there's this farm, obviously Povey, this one Hazelhurst, and this one where we are, which is sort of an unnamed one, I think. Yeah, really. So it's, yeah, I'm glad we're down this end. I really am. So all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.